Thank you to all armies around the world. You are the light and strength behind every step Jimin takes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any special moment that continues to shake our hearts. Because today we're diving into something beyond appearance. This is about aura, about an unexplainable charm, about Jimin himself. Aura or magic. It was just a few seconds, a short video, less than 10 seconds long, spread across the internet showing Jimin walking through a studio hallway. No music, no spotlight, no special effects, just him, his calm steps, and a small, natural smile. Yet somehow, that was enough to make the entire world stop. What really happened? How could such a fleeting appearance capture millions of eyes within hours? And the most mysterious part, why did Jimin seem different? His aura felt stronger, softer, yet more enigmatic than ever. Some fans described the moment as watching a dream come alive. His eyes seemed to speak of joy, longing, or something he has never said aloud. He was just walking. But why does it feel like falling in love all over again? Wrote one fan. Is that a magic camera? Or does Jimin have the power to bend time? Joked another. Could it be just the charisma of a global star used to the camera's gaze? Or is there something deeper, something logic can't explain? That gaze, that smile, those soft, measured steps. Every second in that clip looked like a scene from a film written by the universe itself. No exaggerated gestures, no attempt to draw attention, and yet, that's exactly where his power lies. Jimin doesn't try to attract attention, he is attention. And strangely, whenever Jimin appears, the world around him seems to change. The lights feel warmer, the air grows calmer. Even in a soundless clip, his presence feels audible, like a melody only the heart can hear. Is that what people call aura? Or do the fans have it? Right, does he truly possess a kind of gentle magic that makes the world more beautiful? Even fashion journalists joined the discussion. In the clip, Jimin wore something incredibly simple, a loose white shirt, black pants, and plain sneakers. But simplicity, on him, looked like art. He doesn't wear fashion, he is fashion, wrote one critic. Many can copy Jimin's style, but no one can copy his aura. He glows from within, glows from within. That phrase keeps echoing, and armies know it's not just stage performance. That light comes from his heart, from his sincerity, from his love for everyone who supports him. One fascinating thing about Jimin, he never seems aware of how deeply his presence affects the world. He doesn't flaunt it, he just is. And maybe that's why he shines the brightest. A fan once wrote, Jimin never tries to be the center of attention, but the universe keeps spotlighting him as if to say, look, this is what true beauty looks like. Is the universe truly on his side? Or is Jimin simply one of those rare souls who radiate warmth just by existing? Within hours, the hashtag Jim and aura climbed to the top of global trends. Armies from every corner of the world shared digital art, collages, and poems inspired by that single moment. And the more they wrote, the clearer it became. No words could fully capture him. How do you describe someone who can make the world stand still just by walking? How do you explain the peace that settles in even the most anxious heart when he smiles? A fan from Japan wrote a line that went viral. Jimin doesn't just look beautiful, he brings beauty to life. While another from France said, watching Jimin is like watching a painting breathe. You know you're witnessing something rare, but deeper questions begin to rise. Does Jimin know he's more than an idol? That he's a healing energy for millions of people? Does he realize that with every smile, someone out there finds strength to keep going? Maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't. But one thing is certain, he gives his best, without expectation, without needing to explain who he is. Because Jimin never needed recognition, his light speaks louder than words. Looking back, Jimin's charm has never been the same twice. In his early days, he was known for his bright smile and laughter. Now, there's a new kind of calm maturity wrapped in softness, but strangely, more powerful. Something has changed, perhaps time, perhaps experience, but whatever it is, it only makes him glow even more. Maybe true charm is born from sincerity and healed scars, and Jimin, through his journey, seems to have found balance between both. Some longtime fans even share a theory. They believe that whenever Jimin looks into the camera, he's secretly communicating with ARMY. His smile is a hidden message, his walk a silent conversation, his eyes an emotional code. Is that just imagination? Or is there truly a bond between Jimin and ARMY that transcends logic? One thing's undeniable: whenever Jimin appears, even for a second, the world stops. And when he leaves, only one thing remains: longing. longing for that comforting presence, longing for that gentle gaze that makes everything feel okay again, longing for that aura that feels like a warm hug in the chaos of the world. Jimin is not just an idol, he is an emotional phenomenon. He is the definition of living beauty, not because of looks, but because of how he makes people feel. When he dances, the world moves with him. When he's silent, the world grows quiet. When he smiles, the world feels safe again. And maybe that's what true magic is. Not something that manipulates, but something that touches. Not something that dazzles for a moment, but something that stays quietly in your soul. So, does Jimin truly have a special aura? Or are we simply witnessing the purest form of love manifested in a human named parkjimin? Whatever the answer is, one thing's for sure: once you see Jimin, you'll never be able to look away again. The question still lingers in every heart. What exactly lies behind Jimin's aura? How can one person, with a simple glance or gesture, awaken so many emotions: peace, admiration, even tears? Perhaps, to understand it, we must look deeper, not at the idol on stage, but at the human behind the light. In every interview, Jimin speaks softly, choosing his words with care, as if he doesn't want to hurt the silence around him. Yet, when he smiles, it feels as if the air changes. His calm voice carries warmth that seeps into people's hearts. Many armies say it's not just what he says, but how he says it, the sincerity in his tone, the quiet honesty that flows like a melody. Is that where his magic begins? In the way he understands emotions, his own and others? Behind every bright appearance, Jimin has walked through storms he rarely speaks of. His perfection, his discipline, and his kindness were born not from ease, but from effort, tears, and endless self-reflection. He once admitted that he often doubts himself, that he always strives to become better, but instead of letting doubt destroy him, he transforms it into art, into performance, into beauty. Perhaps that's the secret of his aura. It's not made of pride, but humility, not of ego, but empathy. When Jimin dances, it's not about movement, it's about emotion. Each step seems to speak a language older than words. He doesn't perform, he feels. He allows himself to be vulnerable on stage, to let his emotions bleed through the rhythm, and in doing so, he lets the audience see their own hearts reflected in his. Maybe that's why people can't look away, because watching Jimin is like seeing your own story told in another soul's body. In quiet moments, he's often caught gazing into the distance, as if speaking to something unseen. Some fans call it Jimin's stillness, a state where time seems to stop around him. His calmness isn't emptiness, it's presence. He's there, fully, in that second, breathing life into everything around him. Is that what makes him glow even without light? Could that be why every photo of him feels alive, as if it's breathing? There's a belief among fans that Jimin's aura isn't something he has, it's something he gives. He gives pieces of his energy to everyone who watches him. Every smile, every glance, every move carries a fragment of that warmth. And maybe that's why the world feels lighter after seeing him. But what happens when he's tired? When he gives so much of himself to the world, does he ever feel empty? No one knows for sure. Yet even in his exhaustion, he never stops shining. Once, during a behind-the-scenes clip, Jimin was seen comforting a staff member who looked down. He didn't say much, just placed a gentle hand on their shoulder and smiled. That small act spoke louder than any speech. That's the essence of Jimin's aura: silent kindness, quiet strength, and love expressed not in grand gestures, but in the simplest human ways. So perhaps, the truth is this: Jimin's aura isn't magic in the supernatural sense. It's the result of a heart that has felt deeply, fallen, risen again, and learned to love without limit. It's not sorcery, it's sincerity, and that, in a world full of noise, might just be the most powerful magic of all. Army, do you feel it too? That unexplainable warmth every time Jimin smiles?